This interview of our Today's Campus Innovation Interview Series is brought to you by Six Sigma Management Institute. Visit sixsigmamindpro.com to learn more about MindPro, the online Lean Six Sigma training system developed by the co-creator of Six Sigma, Dr. Michael J. Harry. So, hello everybody and welcome to our Today's Campus Innovation Interview Series. My name is Kirsten Winkler, I'm the Innovation Editor, and as this is our last interview before the holidays, who better to have on than a very special guest and, frequent interviewee on my different formats, Chip Paucek, co-founder and CEO of 2U. Chip, welcome.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Let's talk about the name change, as it makes sense, definitely. So to you, to many people are still known as Tutor. As I said, that definitely makes sense. Was there an opportunity to change the name? Did the person owning the domain approach you, or did you just think it was a good time?
So the genesis of the name change is, we're very proud of our history. And we've been Tutor for close to 5 years now, but ultimately people often confused us to be a tutoring company because of the name Tutor. So people think tutoring, and we're not a tutoring company. We empower great universities to go online and build what we think are the highest quality degree programs. And so it became challenging to have a name that implied we did something opposite of what we did. We don't tutor people, we don't teach people, and it's notable that in our programs, in the sector that people are now calling school as a service, so my version of SaaS, where I am behind the scenes and I help a university power something online, the one thing that 2U will not do is we don't hire faculty. We really believe that the faculty are what make the school great, and so instead of us hiring the faculty, it needs to be the university, because people are not attending a Tutor or a 2U university. They're attending Georgetown or Chapel Hill. And so having our name somehow imply that we were involved in the teaching process, we actually thought was flawed. So we were very fortunate to be able to acquire a name from the domain standpoint that was, we thought not only short, catchy, sort of easy for people to understand, but implied something more important about the business. So we bring the university to you. We are the two standing by the university. So the whole notion of 2U, we actually thought fit our mission much better, and that's why we did it.
Yeah, the new name is great. As you pointed out, describes way better what you do. 2 digits is obviously great and exciting as well. Was it challenging or costly to get the domain?
It was. We really didn't know. And I'm sure you're very familiar with domain acquisition. It's a little bit of a tricky process. So the more interested you are, the higher the price.
Sure.
So we were very careful, but at the end of the day, we were excited we were able to acquire it. It was not obvious we were going to be able to do so. But once we did acquire the domain, I will tell you one other piece is that we decided that we would not go ahead with the name change if it was going to happen after the announcement of Semester Online. So Semester Online was a big enough announcement for us that we really wanted to do it prior to announcing Semester Online, and the fact that we were able to get the domain in that time allowed us to do so.
Great. Let's talk about Semester Online, as this is 2U on the one hand, and then a consortium of colleges, so to offer online courses for credits, so different than from other initiatives we know. What's the mission there?
So we believe that the world is now sees the fact that you can offer very rigorous online instruction. You can offer not only high quality in terms of what the student is seeing, but high quality outcomes. In our graduate programs, retention is very high, student satisfaction is very high, job placement is very high. And to date, no one had applied that kind of rigor to undergrad education online. And so we really are excited to offer the world the opportunity to take individual courses from some of the world's best schools. So if you're a student anywhere in the world and you're interested in taking a Duke course or a Northwestern course or a Washington University course or a Notre Dame course, that's what you can do through Semester Online. And, you know, for me personally, I can tell you that I'm a good example of somebody that would have, I went to George Washington University and I put myself through college. And so the point is not to tell you my sad story of, you know, the how hard I worked and how much I worked, but the reality is I worked 3 jobs during college, and if I could have worked any of them full time and continued my studies during that by taking classes on my own time, it would have entirely changed my debt burden coming out of university. So, you know, now other use cases, students might want to take an internship somewhere, they might want to travel, they might have a loved one they have to care for at home. You can think about a bunch of different use cases. So we're excited about the opportunity to bring undergrad education online with the rigor associated with the campus programs.
Mm-hmm. And then we have, I think, a lot of, or quite some points that are different from other online programs. So, as you mentioned, it's for credit. It's a limited number of students in one course, up to 20, I think, only. So pretty small or even private. And then we have to say the colleges and universities decided to take the same price as they have for on-campus tuition. What is the motivation behind that if we compare with others going for, very open, really cheap, or even without cost at all?
So one of the keys to the Semester Online model is the reason the classes are small is you're having direct interaction with the faculty in the same way that you and I are doing right now. So, you know, this technology's been available for a long time. You know, we can talk online, and you and I could have talked online on Skype, you know, 5 years ago. So, but no one has embraced this type of live video-based instruction at the college level really until we started producing our graduate programs. And so we've proven that you can have really high quality faculty interaction with students. And if the students are all worthy of being in a class together, they all met the requirements. So whether it be the prerequisites or the grade point average requirements to get into a Duke course, you can have a full discussion. Now, the reason I bring that up with regard to the cost is that obviously if you're going to have faculty in every single course, it certainly can't be free. Somebody does have to pay for it.
Sure.
So our company believes in principle that if the degree program or the individual course is as high quality as the campus experience, you should be able to charge the same price. I mean, to us, it's pretty simple. That faculty interaction is a key part of what makes our programs and our platform special, and Semester Online is very much part of that.
Mm-hmm. Would you then say, as during the announcement, some of the deans pointed out that they have courses on one of the various MOOC platforms, which is
Yes.
okay, obviously. Would you say that the interactive part is then really what makes the difference besides the credit and the lower numbers and so on for them, that they I don't know where they draw the line, but they want to be present in the MOOC space, but do something maybe more exclusive with to you?
Yes, and I would say there is a place for both, and we're proud to have many Coursera schools now in our consortium. We have not only no issue with that, we think it's a good thing. Having massively open online courses is a good thing for the world. It certainly fulfills a different sort of part of the market than we're going to be fulfilling in Semester Online. And that direct faculty interaction also comes with verification that the student is the student, verification that the student is proceeding through the course, very high retention, so you know that the student has completed the course, learned what they need to learn, and had the outcome that they need to have. And so one of the things that's interesting about 2U, people talk a lot about the front-end platform, but our back-end platform is equally important. So the administrative ability of making sure that you're tracking all of the students and processing them through in a way that allows the student to be fully transcripted is important. Students, when they're in semester online, will indeed get a Northwestern transcript for their course when they complete it. That's an important part of the model. And then the other piece that I would say is not all online content is created equal. Mm-hmm. And I think one of the things we're proud about at 2U is that, one of the notions I like to talk about when I'm on the road is if you were choosing to make a movie out of a play, you would never consider putting a camera at the back of the theater. Mm-hmm. You would just have a bad movie then. Mm-hmm. And most online content is not produced with that in mind. It's not produced for the medium. And so producing really high quality content, first of all, don't make it a talking head all of the time. If you're going to teach somebody how to build a car, show them building the car. Don't show me talking about building the car, right? That's harder to do and more expensive, but we actually think it builds the outcome. It leads to a more proficient student in learning how to build the car. Now, sometimes it's not something technical like that. In our social work program, we follow victims throughout their sort of evolution in working with a social worker, a fire victim, a drug addict, and figuring out how to work with those students. So I think building really high quality content is also a part of every 2U backed course. And we'll do that for semester online as well.
Picking up what you just mentioned in this answer, being a lot on the road, I suppose that's connected with the future and expansion of 2U. So if you want to share a little bit of what can we expect in the months to come, what will we see?
Well, we are about to announce, Kirsten, a partnership with a great school in Washington, D.C., American University, to launch their international relations degree to the world. So it's a discipline we're very excited about. We think it has worldwide appeal. International relations, obviously, if you think about what's going on in the world today, building more students in whether it be nonprofits, NGOs, the government, multinational corporations, with the proper experience to conduct themselves in international relations, we think it's a great opportunity. So the American University is number 8 in the field worldwide, so very highly ranked. Mm-hmm. And we're excited to take that particular degree out with our partner to the world. So that's something we've been working on. I think you saw recently on we're Facebook friends for the audience. So you saw that I've been traveling quite a bit in Europe. We are talking pretty actively to some great European schools about joining our semester online initiative, and we're excited about that. And we did also just announce, and I think you might have already commented on this, Kirsten, the School of Public Health at George Washington University, we announced a Master's of Public Health, which we also think has global implication. So we do believe the company will have a pretty robust international footprint over the next 24 months. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a lot of things, a lot of challenges, but of course great opportunities. And what would you say is sort of a personal note to finish this up? What excites you the most at the moment, being a founder, CEO of a big, educational company? Maybe about higher education, as this is really your field.
I do believe after several decades of talking about technology disrupting education, it really hadn't happened. And I've been very active in both the K-12 in my career, both in the K-12 and in the higher ed space. And it is particularly exciting right now to see that we are at a point of disruption, that technology really is enabling learning to occur wherever you want it to, whether it's in a MOOC format or it's in a semester online format. So we, at 2U, we have across all of our programs around 7,000 students, and the stories that come to us every day about how we're impacting people's lives is really what gets me up in the morning. I love the fact that we're building a successful company, but recently, it's funny, Forbes noted that we were one of the 10 startups changing the world, and I will tell you, I don't typically get too excited about press mentions, although I very much appreciate you taking the time with us. But that one was exciting because we really do believe inside the company, we're up to 525 people, I think, and we really do believe we are changing the world. And, I'm blessed to come to work every day with a team of people that are committed and passionate, but that I also really have a good time with. So it's a great time in my career, and I feel very blessed.
So what better statement to finish this interview? And well, thank you, Chip, for taking the time, sharing all the exciting information and news with us. And well, everybody, thank you for watching our interviews this year. We are going to take a break for the holidays, obviously, and be back with more interviews in 2013.
Happy holidays.